Hey gang, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today I'm going to bring you a video on, I'm going to alter this bottle. This was actually a mosaic piece that I had bought a long time ago, and I actually had it in my shop just the way it was, but I had it as a little nightlight. But I decided today, or yesterday, that I wanted to do something different with it because it has sat in my store for quite some time now and hadn't sold. So I thought, okay, it's not something people wanted the way it was, so we're going to alter it and we're going to make it beautiful. And I can't wait to see how this turns out, helping me with that. So what we're going to do today with this bottle is we're going to be decoupaging it, and these are some of the items that I took out to possibly use in it. What I've got here, this is the original topper that was on this bottle when I bought it, and it looks like that. And you can see, if I get a little closer, you can see kind of the mosaic pattern that's on this bottle, which has been painted over. And so this is one of the toppers that I have. And then I took out, my friend Sherry had sent me some other bottle toppers. And so I'm looking at possibly this one, which has kind of a pinkish cast to it. And I thought that's really pretty. And this is just sort of a glass topper. And then I have this one that's just like a diamond shape. And that one would sit down low on the top of the bottle, like that. And then I also have this one, which is a round, I call it a disco ball, but it's actually quite pretty, and it looks really nice in this bottle. I'm kind of leaning towards this one or this one. This one, I'm not so thrilled. I have something else that I might be able to use that one in, but with this bottle, I just don't think it's the best. I'm leaning towards either the original or one of these two. So when we get this done, we'll test them all out and we'll see which one looks best. Because I think once it's done, that'll kind of determine what style is going to best suit the bottle. And I think this is going to be super pretty. I've got some of this lace that I took out, which is one of my dangle laces, and I don't know what it's called. So I'm not a pro when it comes to lace types and what their names are and all that good stuff. So I'm not exactly sure what this is called, but I did take this out to use on it. And I also had some lace that came from Gail at Fava of Four. She also sent me this dangle lace, but this is another lace that she had sent me some bits and pieces from a wedding dress, and this one I thought was really, really pretty. I cut it off and I took the backings off, and whoops, that didn't go there, and all that good stuff. And this is another piece of a wedding dress that she had sent me, so I think it's from the same dress. But I don't know that I'm going to use both of them, but I think I'm definitely going to use this one. So I've got that. I've got some other trim. This is some trim that I purchased at a little local shop near me. It's just a very small, thin trim. Again, I don't know that I'll use all of these. And then I have this piece of washi tape that I got from Gail over at Kiki's Sale. It was on a bag that she had sent some stuff to me on, or in. And it actually is enough to go around the bottom of this bottle, so I'm thinking I may use that to go around the bottom of it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use that. And then I have another little piece of an applique here. I've got some flowers, as you can see. These are all from Kiki's Sale, all of her lovely, lovely flowers. And make sure that you all are getting over there and joining Kiki's Sale group. Debbie is going to, oh, actually she just did a sale, I think. But I think it was just a kit sale, and I think she's planning on doing a regular sale at the end of this month. If she doesn't, now Debbie is my friend who just lost her son recently to cancer, and so she's taking it one day at a time right now. And so if she doesn't get to it this month, she will definitely get a sale going next month. Again, she's taking it day by day, and so we will just see how that goes. I've got these two images that I was thinking I would use on this. I thought I might put this little girl on top of this pretty image that I have here. So I've got those. I've got some dangles that I'm going to choose from to hang something from it. This one probably not, because this is in blues, and in fact I'm going to put that aside. I have another bottle that I'm going to be working on that you guys are going to love. This is a dangle that I got from Gail over at Fava of 4, and I will provide links to Kiki's and to Fava of 4 so that you guys can check out the Facebook page for Kiki's, and then Fava of 4 has a YouTube channel. And so I've got all of these charms. This one here is one that I've been saving for something special, and honestly I think this is probably the one I'm going to use today, although this one does go nicely with the image, and this is just an earring. It would look really pretty with this. So I may combine a couple of them. I don't know. We'll see. This one is also very pretty, and it has a little butterfly on it, and that would be nice as well. So again, this is one of those things that at the end of the video, or at the end when we get ready to put the charm on, we'll know what we're going to do. And then these are just some bling pieces that I pulled out, some that I got from my friend Diane Giroux, and this one I got from Gail over at Fava of 4. So those are blingy pieces, but we're going to go ahead now and get started on this. And then I've also got my pearl trim, which I'm definitely going to be using some of on this. And I need to put that out kind of front and center, because sometimes I end up forgetting that, and I put it on after I do the video, and I don't like when I do that. So I want to get this sort of centered right. Get my light shining on the subject, and I think I might open my blinds just a little bit to remove some of the shadows in here. There. Now you get my shadow. Okay, so the lighting should be good now. So I have my Mod Podge, and I just use the regular Mod Podge matte finish. You can get the small bottles of this over at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and that's a good price, especially if you don't do a lot of decoupaging. It's plenty, and it'll get you through several projects. So, but I've got mine in this little container here. So I'm going to take my paintbrush, and again, I forgot my bottle of water, but that's okay. I want to see exactly where I need this to be. So let's see, and we'll go right there. And this image is just on a regular piece of copy paper. So I'm hoping I won't get a lot of wrinkles in it, and I am putting a generous amount of Mod Podge on this because I definitely want it to stick. I just am hoping that I don't end up with more wrinkles, because the more Mod Podge I use, the more wrinkles I tend to get when I use just regular paper and not cardstock. But we're just gonna go for it and get it on here and see if we can get all the wrinkles out quickly. And it's going to take on a little bit of that texture that's in the bottle, so that's kind of cool too, actually. I'm kind of glad about that. And a couple of wrinkles here and there are not going to kill me. I don't think this will work real well because it's, I thought I scraped through it. It's very hard, and I don't want to break through the paper, but I am going to use it a little bit just to kind of get these edges down. And there we go. And then I'm going to take her, and I want to find the perfect spot. I'm going to get some of the pink from these flowers. This is from a napkin that I got from Gail over at Fava of 4. And it had these 4 little girls. We had these 2 of this little girl, each going in each direction. And then I had this one, which is adorable. And then this one, which is very cute too. But I decided, I was tossing it up between this one, which is awesomely cute. She's adorable. And this one, but I thought this one had a more vintagey look to it. So that's why I chose this one. And I just love the flowers in her hair, and I thought if I could get that pink to come through from back here, and then it also comes through sort of on her dress right here, I thought that would be really pretty. So I'm just trying to place it. There's a little bit of a rose back behind her cheek here, but it's very light, and I thought that might bring the pink in her cheeks out. So there's a method to my madness here. So let's go ahead, and I hope I didn't stick my head in the camera again. Get up a little bit tighter there. And we're gonna just sort of go along here, get that on there, and place it right there. And see, you can see how the pink is coming up through from the roses through to the flowers that are in her hair. I just thought that would be so pretty, and it actually is. And then I am going to cut this edge off right here along the edge of the bottle, because I don't want it to go all the way around. So I want it to end at the same place as the other one ends. So I think that is super pretty. Now I'm going to I want to make sure I don't have any wrinkles in her face. So I'm gently, just ever so gently going over this with my finger. And I know usually I have cellophane that I go over it with, but I didn't take any out this time, and we're just going to go with it the way it is. And it looks like it isn't getting a bunch of wrinkles in it, so it should be just fine. Just like that. Part of me, though, I think I'm going to take and tear this just a little bit, so that it's not just so perfectly round. Oops, sorry you guys. Let's just get these little edges off of here. I wished I'd have thought of that before I put it on there, but I didn't. I think we're going to leave the rest alone. I don't want to mess it up. Actually, this one, maybe what I'll do is I'll just take my fingernail and just sort of do that a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I am done with that for now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to figure out our washi tape. I am going to put this around the bottom, so let's get a good spot that we want to take this from. I think right there looks like a good spot that I want to be on the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my Fabri-Tac or Fabri-Fix, and I'm just going to smear this across the bottom here. And I'm going to do a little bit at a time because this stuff can tend to dry super fast. And I'm just going to kind of rub this in it a little bit. And go like that. And this is kind of see-through as well, so it looks really cool on the bottle. So let me get this edge. And we're going to go around the whole thing here. I don't like getting this stuff on my fingers because it's quite messy. But I want to get it on there good, and I want to get it on there right. So I'm going to have to deal with the messy. I have a little piece of fabric here that I'm going to rub my hands across here just to kind of try and keep my fingers a little bit clean. Because after this, I'm going to have a big old mess on my fingers. I don't think I'll do that in the next section. Just get that little corner over. Okay, and now we'll get this side. This stuff is really messy. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the other side too. I know a lot of people use like Elmer's glue with their washi tape or the glue sticks. And I'm sure that works probably better than what I'm using, or neater, I should say at least. But this is what I had. I could have used Mod Podge probably. I think that would probably work because that's basically a glue. Okay, and now we'll get this edge and we will be done. I'm even going to save that little teeny piece of that because I really like this washi tape. It's really pretty. And I can use it on something small the next time. I have another piece of it too, so let's get that cap back on there and get rid of that stuff. Okay. So there we go. You guys are going to see glue on my fingers because this stuff doesn't just wipe off. I'd rather get E6000 on me than this stuff. Because E6000 I can roll off my hands no problem. And I don't have my wipes sitting next to me. I don't know what I did. I had a case of wipes that my father-in-law had brought to me because a friend of his worked for a company or something, and they got a bunch of them, and so he brought some to me, and I don't know where I put them. Okay, so there's our decoupaged part. And now we're going to take some of these laces, and this one I'm super excited about because you can see it's got like a piece that sort of hangs off of it. And I thought that was just so pretty the way that does that. And I want to have that kind of coming from the top and sort of hanging down. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to have it hanging over that little girl's face, and I don't know if I can do this without that happening. I've got two pieces of this, and actually the other piece goes in the other direction, but I was going to use this in something else. Let me see if it'll work. Well, the other one will work in the other project, so I'm going to stand this up for just a minute. There we go. I was doing it wrong. Okay. And those will just hang just like that down the front of this. Isn't that pretty? Now the only thing is these are hanging a little bit long over here. I may have to cut some of those off and re-glue them at the bottom so that they don't fall off. But that's okay, I can do that. I think that will look really pretty. So I'm just going to start sort of gluing this down. And it's going to kind of peek around the corner there. Man, this stuff, when you're taking apart a wedding dress, I did not realize how much work that is. I really have to hand it to people who use a lot of them in their projects, because I'll tell you, I got so frustrated with it so many times and had to just stop because it was taking so long to get it apart, because you have to, not only are you trying to take it apart, but you're also trying not to lose all of the pearls and sequins and things that are on it. So you have to add glue to the back and do all these other things, and oh my goodness. What a nightmare. And these were just small pieces. I have this piece here as well. I don't think I'm going to use this one on here just because I think it'll just take up too much of the picture that's on here, and I don't want to do that. And I do have my other bit that I kind of want to use. Maybe not. I may not. Although here's a good spot for this. This would be good up in the corner because it kind of goes over this bit here that's cut off and looks a little bit too blunt. This would go nicely right there, and I still get to keep all of the pretties on this one. So we're going to go ahead and put this one down right there. And this I'm going to kind of pull back a little bit. I don't know, that I'm kind of thinking maybe it can just poke up a little bit. And this was, I forgot to cut these off. This was from a trim that I got from my friend Diane. She sent me, there was probably, oh gosh, at least 15 of these flowers on it. So I was super excited when I got this. I've gotten these flowers in the past, just one or two at a time. And I really love working with them because they just add such a nice bit of detail to your pieces. Okay, and I do have 2 more little edges that I didn't cut off there. Okay, so there's that. And I was planning on using this, but I honestly don't know. Let me stand this up for just a moment. Kind of looks pretty, kind of hanging from the top there, but I was originally planning on using it at the top to kind of drape over, but it's just going to cover up all that beauty, and I don't want to do that. So let's see what it looks like at the bottom here. I may have to cut off a few of the dangles, but that's okay. I can do that so that it's not so long. As long as I'm not covering up my little girl. Or maybe I have another lace that I can use. Let's see. That's maybe not so dramatic. That actually looks pretty, sort of in between the washi tape and the little girl, just to kind of cover up that line. I think I'm going to use this. And let's see, it needs to be cut off right about there. That's what we're going to do. Okay. I'm going to start it going across the front, but I'm leaving enough oh, that makes me mad. Okay, we're going to start with a different piece. And let it go too long. The other piece had a little chunk taken out of it, and I didn't realize that. I knew that there was a chunk out of it, but I thought I had grabbed the right section, and I didn't. That's okay. Okay, I need some more glue. And let's get this the rest of the way around here. Trying to get it in the section where the little diamonds are covered in the center of it. And we will cut that right there. There. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And now we need to add some flowers. Let's see, let me get my nippers and cut a couple of these little flowers off. These are some little pink roses that I got from Kiki's, and I just love these. They have like heart-shaped petals on them. Whoops, I dropped one. And I have no idea where it went. I don't know how I lose things so easily around here. When I drop something, it goes into Never Never Land. And it literally went to Never Never Land. I don't know where it went. Okay, so we're going to cut one more off. And then we'll cut a couple of these teeny tiny ones off. And we're going to get 3 of those. Again, I usually go in groupings of 3, 5, 7, 9. When I'm doing flowers like this, because I just feel it was something I learned from my friend Lori over at Happy Bird's Glitter Nest, and it just always makes your groupings look better, and it's true, absolutely true. And I think I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to face that up. Is that one? And maybe that one right there. Nope. I think I'll leave that like that. And this one. You know what? We're going to go to this side. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. I had it going the wrong way. And then we're going to take these I don't like that. What is wrong with me? It'll be something like that. Okay. It'll all be good in the end. So let's go ahead and start putting our flowers down. That one's going to go right there. And we're going to get a couple of these smaller pink ones right there. And these are our little heart-shaped petaled ones. And I'm going to put one white one right there. And then these are the last ones that I have of my big pink roses. I just realized though I do have some of the lighter pink ones here that I really like these a lot. And I think this would be, now I'm kind of feeling like maybe I would have liked that there. I'm going to lift these up while they're still a little bit warm and easy to remove. And I'm going to put that one right there. Right there. And then I think if I have another one of those, I have that one. Let's see. Look at that. I have 2 of these. Ugh, those are so pretty. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to lift this one up because I really want to go with the lighter pinks if I can on this. I left a couple of leaves there, but that's okay. I'm going to use, I didn't see that I still had these light colored ones, and I really like the way these look on here. I may keep this darker one down here and maybe just kind of surround it with lighter roses, and I think I'll be happy with that. Thinking I might use a couple of these other types of flowers to kind of throw in here, because I'm starting to see a lot more people doing that and adding some of the varied types of flowers, and it really looks nice to kind of have that variation. I like this one in there, so I am going to use this one up here at the top, right up under there, so that it's poking out. And maybe we'll kind of go like that with this one. Go like that. Get that one there. I definitely want the lighter colored rose down here. And then I'm going to put that one there. It's amazing how I can change my mind so quickly like that. I get funny that way. I look at something and it does not look right to me, and I can't leave it the way it is. That looks good there. Okay, so that's there. And I think we are going to put one white one coming out of there. That looks really pretty. Now I feel like I'm on the right track. Just like that. Oh, you guys, it's so gorgeous. Yay! I'm going to put that white one right there. And let me cut off another of these bigger pink flowers, like pink roses. And if I go like that, and maybe one of the tiny pink ones, that looks pretty. Little white one and a tiny pink one. And I am standing up while I'm doing this project because it's the only way that I could see the whole front face of the bottle. Okay, so now let's see, how are we going to do this? I'm debating on, I'm going to point this up towards me, you guys, because I want to see how this looks. And one thing I do need to do, which is, whoopsie, probably going to be a good thing, is I need to take some of these pearls off of here. Actually, I'm thinking I might make that one extra short. Like that. Look at all those pearls. And I don't know why I just did that. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And cut my string right there. And all I'm doing right now, you guys, is I'm just taking these and I'm cutting them down. This one I'm not going to cut that short, though. These two I'm not going to take so much off of. I just want them to be at a reasonable length so that they're not dangling longer than the bottle. But it also enabled me to tighten them on their string a little bit because a couple of them were a little bit loose. And I like them a little bit loose because then they dangle better, but not too loose. So there's that one. And that one I think we're going to leave alone. Yep. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think I'm going to use this trim, but let me make sure. Okay. That actually looks really pretty going around that neck. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this around the neck of the bottle. So we're just going to take and start it right there. Just putting it across the middle of the neck here. Oh. And I cut it too long. Didn't need that extra flour. Okay, so there we've got that. I am going to put that little white flower right there. Just feels like it needs it. Okay, so we're not going to use that trim, and these we're all sort of done with. I'm going to pop those in my big jar of flowers. Put that aside, and now time for some bling. So let's see if we want to use this, or if it's just going to be too massive. It does look very, very, very beautiful. But I'm going to test all of these because, you know, sometimes you think one thing is perfect and then you start moving stuff around and you realize, hey, that might be simpler, but it actually looks better. And this actually looks really pretty on that. It actually fits the bottle very nicely. And then, of course, we have the pretty butterfly dangle. And this I could wrap around the neck and have it hanging right there. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's really pretty, and it fits it so nicely. And then we have this one. This one I already know is not going to be the one because it's just the wrong colors and everything. So, honestly, I think it's going to be this one, you guys. I think this one just screams this bottle. And I don't want to use that other one just for the sake of using it. But now I have to figure out how I want to put this on here. And I've got the earring piece still on this, and I'm starting to think maybe if I just keep that on there, I can hook it back behind here onto that lace. And it will be safe, and then I will glue it as well. Yeah, I've got it already hooked in that lace. I'll glue it. Yep, that's it, you guys. That's the one. And I'm just going to glue that leaf right over the top of it. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ah, yay. And then we have a couple of blingy pieces, and you know we can't do this without having some kind of bling popping out somewhere. I just have to hold this up a little bit, you guys, so I can see. Oh, actually, you guys can see it a little bit better that way, too. Oh, that's pretty. That looks pretty. You know, and then we do have the butterfly off of this that we could throw that butterfly on there just like that. And that would be pretty as well. But then I feel like I'd be taking apart a good piece that could be used somewhere else. Although I've had that butterfly for so long, you guys. And this looks really pretty on there too. Let's see. That one gets a little lost, although it is gorgeous. This is one of my favorite bling pieces. There's that one. And again, it just feels like it gets a little bit lost. And you guys, I know you guys yell at me about what I choose to use as my bling pieces, but sometimes, even though you guys think it looks good in the camera, a certain piece, sometimes it really doesn't in person. I've noticed that, you know, sometimes because I can see how terrible something looks with my own eyes, but when I look at it in the camera and I've changed it, I think, oh, I know they thought that other one was prettier, but it really wasn't. So anyway, it happens. But I think that really looks pretty, and it kind of gives a vintagey look. So I think I'm going to use this one, actually. And we're going to get a good amount of hot glue on there and press it on. Okay, so there's that. And I feel like I want a little piece of bling down here somewhere. We have a little ballerina. This is pretty, and it's not too overwhelming. Nope. The wrong color. Here's another little pink piece. What about that? That looks pretty. And that's kind of vintagey. What about this? This looks really pretty and it's vintagey. I think we'll put that in there. There. Okay. And then I'm going to, whoops, going to add a little bit of stickles in here on some of these flowers here. And this is just kind of across her dress a little bit. I thought that would be pretty. A little bit of stickles there. Okay. But I'm not going to go crazy with the stickles this time, you guys. I just want to get it in a few spots where I think it will enhance. And I think that's going to be it. Okay, so now, after this gets dry, then we'll go ahead and well, I think I can do it. I'm gonna look at these toppers, and honestly, that one looks really pretty, and it kind of adds to the squarishness of the bottle. We're gonna go with this topper, and so once I am certain that all of this is dry, I'm going to glue that on the top, and that's going to be it, you guys. That is our bottle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed doing it for you. And this one will be going into my Etsy shop, so be sure and go over there and check out my shop, you guys. We don't have a lot of time left in this month for the giveaway that I'm doing of the box and the pen. let me grab it real quick. So if you watched a couple of my other videos, this is the box that I'm giving away this month for my Etsy shop giveaway. And it's in cedar. My husband made this himself. And that is the box. It's a decent sized box. It's about, let's see, I did have a ruler over here somewhere. What'd I do with it? Here it is. Just have to get it out of my pile. It is almost 8 inches by 4 inches, and it's about 3/4, maybe an inch deep with the inside. And then this is the pen that we are giving you that goes with this box. So this is for anybody who spends $50 or more in my Etsy shop during the month of November will be entered into a raffle to win this beautiful box. It's gorgeous, you guys. It's even prettier in person. I wish you could see it and touch it. It's just gorgeous. And this is actually carved into the box. My husband carved it on his CNC machine himself. And then he did the detail work around the edges to make it decorative and so forth. So that's my November giveaway in my Etsy shop. And so make sure that you get on over there. I've got lots of stuff going in there that I'm working on now, and stuff that is already there that would make some awesome, awesome Christmas gifts. So if you have a minute, get on over there and check it out. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would so greatly appreciate it if you took the time out now to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll get notified when I do future videos. I'm trying real hard to grow the channel, and it's a lot of work, and I know you guys want to hit that subscribe button. I've got probably, I think it's 48% of the people that view my videos are subscribed already, and then 52% that watch my videos but haven't subscribed yet. So I know there's a lot of you out there that are watching and not subscribing. I really could use your support, and I promise I'll be bringing lots of great videos in the future, and you guys just stick around with me and hang in there. It's getting even better. So everybody have a blessed day, have a blessed week, and don't forget to say a prayer for my beautiful sister-in-law, Sue. I greatly appreciate that, you guys, and just be blessed, take care of yourself, be well, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned for pictures on the back end. Thanks so much, you guys. Bye-bye.